I want to talk about what's happening right now to trans people in Kansas, because even for Kansas, even for a world that hates trans people, what's happening there is horrifying, and I think we should all be worried about it. There's a piece of legislation that just got passed by all the special unicorns and the Kansas legislature. The first part of that says that if you are a trans person who has an ID, a birth certificate, or a driver's license that is different from the gender you were assigned at birth, no, you don't. Not anymore. You now have to turn your driver's license in to the Kansas government. They have no plan for really when they're going to give it back to you, and they put it into effect immediately. There is no grace period. So if you were a trans person who woke up and were like, hey, I'm driving to work, you are suddenly committing a crime. That in of itself is horrifying, I think, and a lot of people who are much smarter than me have been writing and talking about all of the reasons that's horrible and what's going to happen next. They passed something that has never been passed in any other state, good job Kansas, that says that if you see somebody in a bathroom that you just don't think their gender is right, you as a private citizen can get money from seeing that and reporting it. They are making transphobia part of the gig economy. That is what the Heritage Foundation wants. That's what people who are coming up with all of these things in ICE that are meant to be surveillance, they want to make this so that any person on the street is empowered and incentivized to report people that they see. That's terrifying. Kansas is like a place where you go if you have some crazy, freaky right-wing idea. You're like, hey, maybe we should get rid of income tax. Hey, what if we do horrific things around abortion rights? And now, of course, let's do the worst things we could possibly think of to trans people. If you want to do some messed up right-wing shit and policy, you go to Kansas. And I grew up in Kansas, and I can tell you that almost all of these things end up failing. When you get rid of your income tax, for example, that doesn't usually lead to a financially stable state. Kansas is the testing ground for whatever happens in Kansas, they are going to bring to the national stage. And it's important to keep our eyes on what's happening and what's going to be coming next. Did you see the guy who jumped in the lake to save a baby? He's cool. You should watch his YouTube and support him online. So it's not all bad for trans people right now. I just don't want to end on that note.